In my quest to find balance this year, to restore balance, to get healthy again, I'm actually finding that my perspective on a lot of things is changing. So one of those things is movement. I have been really conditioned, I think like a lot of us, to think about movement in terms of being in a gym, doing like very specific types of physical activity like weightlifting or cardio, HIIT workouts, whatever the case. Over the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've been a little bit frustrated because I haven't been as physically active as I wanted to be, as I intended to be. And that's because I have some injuries that I'm nursing. So it's been a little challenging to think about getting in the gym and doing workouts when I know that different things are hurting and I'm trying to baby different parts of my body for, one reason or another. And so I really started to think about this and just really put movement in perspective and really come to terms with the fact that movement is something that I've actually been doing already. So it doesn't have to look like one specific thing, which is where I tend to get stuck. So if you've been watching the videos lately, you've seen me in the yard, in the garden, like doing things, building raised garden beds and filling them with soil and planting seeds and doing all the things. And that right there, that's movement, that's physical activity. And I wasn't making that connection before. And I was just thinking about getting in the gym and knocking out reps and knocking out sets and, doing the things that I'm accustomed to doing, which was starting to frustrate me. But in looking at it now, I am realizing that every single day we're going for 2 to 3 walks and each one is at least a mile. So we're getting movement in. And then I'm spending all this time in the yard, in the garden, like I said, doing all these things and moving soil around and building garden beds, more movement. Today, what I wanted to focus on is doing a quick reset inside the house, really in the common area, because this for us is the area that just gets dumped on the most. We come and go through here. This is like high traffic area for us, the living room, dining room, kitchen area, and there's just stuff everywhere. So when I was thinking about the kind of movement I wanted to incorporate today, I thought, why don't you just do a quick reset, because you've been meaning to do this anyway. So that's the purpose of the video today, is for me to just do this quick reset. I have an hour and a half max, and then I have to head out of the house. So I'm going to do as much as I can, and I'm going to move as much as I can, just take care of as much as I can. And today I am doing this in stillness and quiet. There's no music, which is customary for me. I love to have music on all the time. But today and here lately, like, I just want silence. I need silence. I am thriving in the silence, just to be in the environment, be in the moment, and just be still, be present. And it's really making such a difference for me and my clarity and gaining perspective and just looking at things through different eyes and understanding that things don't always have to look a certain way to be a certain thing, if you know what I mean. So right now, with the limited time that I have, I do want to take advantage and spend a little time inside. I've been spending so much time working and so much time outside, enjoying the sunshine whenever I can, that I've really just been neglecting this area, and it is driving me crazy. So it's not a deep clean by any means, but it is a pick me up, it's like the mid-level. It's not the deep clean, and it's not just like pick up my shoes and off we go. It's, like the middle of the road, if you will. And I will just tell you that it just makes me feel so much better. I feel like I can breathe, like take deep breaths in and out, and I can think clearly and I can move freely when things are nice and clean and picked up. And it just makes me feel so good. So this dining room table, like, she has been a mess for a minute, and we lounge on the couch whenever we have time in the evenings, and we like to snuggle up and get cozy, and so there's stuff everywhere. And the kitchen this morning, I didn't clean it up after the morning routine situation, so it's been sitting here like this all morning while I have been working. So I thought this is the perfect time. It's perfect to get my movement in. I have my watch on. I'm certain she's counting my steps and doing all the things, but I'm not doing it for a goal. I'm not doing it for a record or any of those things. I'm doing this to spend a little quality time indoors, to spend some time just setting the intention, like being purposeful with cleaning up and making the space feel calm and, you know, just nice and clean, I guess. Like, I don't know how else to word that. And it just makes me feel so good. Like I said, I can just relax and be at peace with all of this stuff nice and cleaned up. So it is our common area, and she is a dumping ground. This island is constantly just like full of stuff. We come in, we put bags down, we put mail down, we put boxes down, like we do all the things. And this poor island, if she could talk, oh my gosh, she would probably be pretty mad at us. But you know, here we are taking care of the things, and it just feels good to move around and to, you know, to move just in different ways. So while I can't be in the gym right now, lifting weight or pushing weight or doing like a cardio session or whatever, because I don't want to injure myself more, there are these other things I can do. So I can still move and I can still break a little bit of a sweat and, you know, just make sure that I'm doing the best that I can in the moment. It's not always going to look the same, and that's okay. That is a-okay. So I cannot tell you how good it feels to be in here just taking care of this stuff, to not walk past it all the time and say like, I'll get to it later, I'll get to it later, which it happens. And you know what? It's going to happen again. I know it's not going to stay this way. I know that the blankets will be on the couch again and it'll be all the things, and that's okay. We live here. Things get used, things get touched, things get moved around, and it is what it is. But right now, as I'm doing this, like, oh my gosh, the happiness, the peace that washes over me, it feels so good. And I actually am breaking a little bit of a sweat. This day is like a little bit warmer. I ended up closing the door so that the humidity is not coming in, because that's not the vibe for anyone. But this just feels nice to see the cushions all, you know, and oh my gosh, this little blanket, this little throw, I got this at the Target dollar spot. It was $5, and it is like, it's so plush, so cozy. It's just a small little throw, but she does the things. She's so colorful, and that's what I love about it. It is like a rainbow of happiness just lying here on the couch. Seriously, just colors. I love bright colors. I love all the colors. If I could live in like a candy land, I would do it. Not for the candy, but just for all the colors, because they make me so happy. This table, she has got some dog fur, all the things, so I'm dusting her off. I'm cleaning her with a really light cleaner. It's Thieves cleaner, and it's mixed with water, and I love this table so much. It's a concrete table, and when I found it, I was obsessed. The legs are gold. I just love it. This rug, however, I despise. This is a ruggable, and no matter what we do, like, we cannot keep the wrinkles, like the creases, out of it. It is such a trip hazard. It is annoying. Every time we fix it, like within an hour, there are creases all over again. It's super annoying. So the day we can replace it will be such a happy day. So again, you know, we have this little rack in the corner where I was drying all kinds of things that, you know, don't go in the dryer. And then it was there for like a week, maybe a week plus. There's the Christmas tree still in her box, but you know, it's life. This is life. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. It gets cleaned up and onward we go. So I am still making good time, just doing the best that I can. I know I'm not going to get to every single thing. Like today, I highly doubt I'll be able to like vacuum and mop, but I can always do that tomorrow. No big deal. So right here, it is just like a little cleanup again, just putting jackets away. So this is what I mean. Stuff just kind of ends up in here. Like we walk past this chair, we put our jackets on it, or, you know, whatever. And then right next to this massage chair is a bunch of boxes and like the paper that comes in the boxes. And we save these boxes for the garden beds. So when we build the next 2 beds, these are the boxes we're going to use to lay at the bottom. There is a purpose for them, and we just keep them in here versus like in the garage or something, because they're just easily accessible, and we're about to build those beds anyway. So method to the madness, I promise. So one of my biggest pet peeves is like a pile of mail anywhere on the island, at the entry table, wherever. It drives me crazy. Comment down below and tell me what your biggest like cleaning pet peeve is. What stack annoys you the most? What is just like, what just gets under your skin? I want to know. And what is your solution? I have not figured out a great mail solution yet. We've been in this house like 1,000,000 years already, it feels like, and we still haven't figured out a good solution, where to put the mail, how to best sort it, and do all the things. So the best thing that we do right now is we look at it as soon as it comes in, we shred what needs to be shredded, and we deal with whatever needs to be dealt with right there. And then it's like the storage question of like the things that we need to save, where do we put them, and will we remember where we put them? It's that whole thing. So yeah, comment down below and tell me what is your pain point. I would love to know. So here we are, we're about to wrap up. I'm just cleaning up the last of the toys from the babies and putting them in one of their 100 buckets that they have around the house. And we're done. It's time for me to leave. I'm just gonna give you the once over and show you how things are. It feels so much better in here. And like I said, I know I can't get to everything right now, but within an hour, hour and a half, I was able to do a lot, clean up a lot, get some things dusted, throw some bananas in the freezer, put the fruits, you know, give them a little wash, put the pineapples on the sideboard, and I just can't even wait to come home and relax here tonight and hang out here the night after and the night after and wake up to this. And I am just so excited. My happiness is on overload. I feel chill, at peace, all the things.